Large latte with 1 sugar. Isn't that basically like a hot milkshake? I might get a beer soon. We're all like, yes, we'll have a flat white and a mocha cortado. I'll have a beer. Cappuccino. Cappuccinos are okay, I just prefer flat white. Don't get me wrong, I've drunk a lot of cappuccinos. K-Steen, you had 36 months and you're back. Oh my god. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back. A latte is nice. I like a latte, but I don't like the way it's served. Like, if I order a cappuccino in a takeaway cup, right? And then I order a latte in a takeaway cup. But if I get it indoors, I end up with a cappuccino, I end up with a giant cup. And with a latte, I end up with a tall glass. What the heck? I don't want my coffee in a glass. Oh, I see how it is, Aliki. You just rock up an hour into the stream thinking you'll skip all the config. I see how it is. Well, exactly, Connor, because they're concentrated. If you want an even stronger one, get a cortado. That's even closer to an espresso. Wyland, it's 7 PM for you. I know the sun stays up in a long time in Norway, but trust me, it's not morning. You don't understand coffee, you just make your own. Well, yeah, but if you're out and about, you can't. Have I done any cheating today? No. Not a single bit. Sun is far from down though. What time do you get sunset down there in Norway? I bet it's like midnight or something. Wait, Sind, bro. Sind, the stream started an hour ago, not 4 minutes ago. Macchiato is the strongest at 3 espresso shots, like macchiato refers to the stronger latte. Never had a macchiato, to be honest. To be honest, Whiteland, I'm glad it's cooled down here. It's been disgustingly hot of late. But it's, with all the storms and stuff. The temperature now here is 20 Celsius. Whereas, you know, last weeks or so, it's been over 33. It's been insane.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Yeah, it actually does feel like we can breathe again, particularly at night. It's been very, very unpleasant at night. Just lying in bed going, it's too hot. You got a golf competition tomorrow? What's the prize? Jack Griff, thank you for 22, bro. Well, I think the weather's due to get warmer. It says Thursday at the moment is the sunniest day, 28 Celsius. Like, I can deal with 20s.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Yeah, League of Mentalmen, honestly, I've thought about that a lot. Like, there's no way I could be a chef. There's no way I could work in the temperatures you guys work in. A380, welcome back. And you've got like your full like white overalls on and a hat and everything. No way. Exactly, TW. The game studio, if you like, is a separate building.
Happy anniversary.
16 months, Crippy. If you couldn't be a chef, spur a thought for the guys in the armed forces and the Syrian Keats in full gear and heavy burger in their back. Yeah, well, that's another job I didn't want to do. Your work powered cohesive construction vehicles and lorries, and it's been around 40 degrees indoors next to the ovens in the British heatwave. I can only sympathise. Like, outside, it's been roasting. In a factory, just horrendous. Cauliflower, going the wrong way. Dang it. That'd have been perfect if it was going west. Can't believe they want cauliflower in Russia. What's going on? Cheese that goes this way. Yeah, that could work, potentially, if we can reconfigure that. Jules, it's 18 Celsius where you are, which is a lot nicer, right? No, it's very true, RS, very true. We're not, because we don't get that kind of weather, we're just not ready for it. What would happen if we selected a non-BDF trailer? It wouldn't attach. It simply wouldn't attach. Like, we don't have a fifth wheel, so we can't, you know, take a trailer like this. We need a drawbar type trailer. Yeah, it would, Marty. I might do another BDF and then maybe reconfigure the chassis, although who knows what damage it'll do to the truck config. We'll have to teleport back to Haparanda and then pick up that trailer. Hey Blue Army, how you doing? Are you going to Insomnia, sir? I mean, performing wheelies at Insomnia for us? You are. Good times. Christina, where are you going to be? Or I love Christina, where are you going to be? Wrong teleport. That's not. I'm not cheating. I'm moving to where there's a job. Now that's that may be a problem as well. That one might work better. Let's try. Let's go through a few of these. See what we've got. I wish there was a filter option on this. I'm glad you're happy with it, Dale.
Aye, 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 aye.
Hmm. The double. I'm not taking, taking a massive double. When you say the grey trailer, which one are you referring to? You're referring to this one. In Oregon. A leaky. Are there any game or DLC releases that you're looking forward to? There are, actually. I have a little list somewhere, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. There's one coming out, what's it called? I want to tell you about, the one that's kind of like Stranded Deep, but way more kind of gritty. Green Evil or something. That looks fun. Green Hell. Green Hell looks interesting. That'll be an early access game. Seeing how BDF Job has normal trailers, maybe normal trailers will have BDF variants too. It is possible. Yeah, I could try that. Do you think that'll... I don't know how that's going to look. It's going to look weird. Let's see what it looks like. I know about Satisfactory the game, but I've not tried it yet. Ain't gone from. Gold distribution. It never ceases to amaze me how quickly Paulie can do these things. Have you seen the Bud Spencer and Terence Hill game? It's like an old school side scroller. I haven't, Baz, no. I've grown out of side scrollers. I had them when I was a kid, you know. They don't appeal to me now. Yeah, you can see it just like sitting up a little bit, isn't it? Oh, you put it on Discord, Paulie. I'll tell you what, let me complete this journey and then I'll grab it. Thank you, Paulie. We'll grab that. I can't believe how quick you've done that, man. I literally didn't message you because I only chose the truck about 90 minutes before. And so I thought, well, I won't bother you because, like, it's just not fair me messaging you 90 minutes before sending out truck and going, oh, here's the truck. So I didn't bother.
Aye, 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 aye.
Jules, I wish I could go, but I can't afford it. What, to Insomnia? Alright, Doran, see you later. Oh yeah, what have you done there, Paulie? You've put my phone number on the side of the truck? Or is it Doyle's personal mobile? Yeah, the next multiplayer, I think we talked about this last week. The next multiplayer convoy will be... Actually, no, we didn't talk about this last week. If you was on Discord, I told you about it on Discord, but I don't think I've announced it on the stream yet. The next multiplayer convoy for the Nut House will be on the September the 1st, which is a Saturday. So if you want to put that in your diary, September the 1st Saturday is what we're currently planning on. Applications are not yet open for the convoy, but they will be fairly soon. Also the day you start university. Well, I guess you'll be busy then, Connor. Yeah, but Tommy, at least you can say I've given you plenty notice. Thanks. Yeah, it'll be ETS. TW. It'll be ETS and you'll need the same map DLC as Pro Mods, as in everything but Italia. That tray looks so weird. I really don't like the fact that I can't configure the paint skin on the box. It's really annoying. I think what I'm going to do when I pause it a sec while I move this cup of tea. What are you doing? What are you rooting around for? Well, you're being anything but quiet.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Ninja Cat, thank you for 8 months. Yeah, when I get to the destination, what I might do is get Paulie's mod and then reconfigure the truck so we're not taking BDF. Well, welcome, Chief Inspector Tony. No sugar for me. Sweet enough. Eight months, Ninja Cat, already?
Aye, 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 aye.
You must be kidding, Basil Brush. She doesn't make it to specified, specifications. No, it doesn't seem like you can cover the box at all. USMC Vet, thank you for the bits. Where can I find your current Track IR profile? I believe it's on the forum. Assume it's the right one. I'm not sure when it was updated. I don't think I've changed it in years though, to be fair. I don't know, Captain Jack. I don't think I've changed the profile itself in a good while. But I can't remember which folder it's in now. I'll have to go and find the folder in my app data or whatever it is. Nile2C. Welcome to the house, Nile. Thank you for your support. Can we give him a nutty welcome? Oh my god, the braking. What was your background in IT? I don't know what you mean. She's looking for your sweets, Jules. I don't really know what she was looking for. She was just rooting through stuff. Yeah, I'm not happy with this box. Unpaintable box. I did work in IT, but I don't know what he means by my background in IT. I don't know what that means. Oh wow, lemon cake. Look at this. Lemon cake? Mmm. You can make a lot of people jealous now, you know that. Oh, did I work in desktop support? Right. Never worked in desktop support. Left university, became a developer. I was a developer for a few years, Actually, no. Yeah, I was developer about 3 years. Then I was team lead developer, like lead developer if you like. Did that for quite a few years. That was more or less what I did. But as part of that, I then did server admin stuff. I started doing SQL Server admin stuff. Got involved in a lot of server setup, server admin. Then went back to development. Carried on. Became like, what do they call it? Like architect developer. So you design it and build it. And then became development manager, so you managed the team. And then became a software consultant, so freelance, going in there building systems for people. Jules, if you can find a way of eating that over the internet, you can have a bite right now. Go for it. There you go, Jules. It's got your name written on it, bro. Bite into its squishy goodness. Okay, I'll eat it. Bring some to insomnia. So, do you want some lemon cake, Baz? Sorry, Dry. I'll do my best to remember, Baz, to bring some to insomnia for you. It's very nice because it's got like crunchy sugar bits on top, and it's so nice. It depends, Pat Stan. It's like anything in life, you know. Some people are underpaid, some people are overpaid, you know. It depends. If you're an experienced consultant, then if you was an experienced Salesforce consultant now, you could do a permie job and getting paid 80,000-90,000 a year. If you did it as a contractor, you could be charging $450 to $600 a day. So, you know, there's plenty of money to be had, but that's if you've got all the experience and you've got your certifications, you're working at quite a high level. And then there's everything down from that, really. But really, it's a matter of what somebody's prepared to pay you. Well, I did contracting a lot, Get Fresh. I did about 6 years of permie, and then I did about 12 years as a contractor. Then I did a few years, about 4 or 5 years as permie. Then I did some contracting again, so... Like, in 2007, when the whole market nosedived, I left contracting and went back into permie job because the contract market dried up. So I took a permie job. So you have to move with the times and evolve, because like any market, there are good times and bad times. Welcome back, Jamie. If I didn't already say welcome back. But that's why I moved down towards London, because that's where all the work is. Yeah, of course you are, Get Fresh. But sometimes when the market's bad, you just have to take wherever you can find. It might be a contract that's on the other side of London or the other side of the country. Or it might be a permanent job that you don't really want to do, but you got to pay the bills. Well, exactly, shoe bandits. Come on, around about. About to follow a programming coding study. Look forward to it. I was until I went to university. I was self-taught completely, and then I went to university and they taught me a lot of kind of theoretical stuff and structure stuff that I wasn't getting from the books. But really, there's no amount of teaching will make you a good developer. It comes with practice, experience, and learning from others. And it's an ongoing process. The best developers are efficient developers. They write the most efficient code. It's just simple, elegant. You look at it, you can understand it instantly. And it does the minimal amount of work it needs to do. And trust me, it's very hard to do that. Anybody can code. Anybody. But not many can do it really well. Paul has gifted a sub to Phoenix DE. Thank you, Paulie. Welcome, Phoenix. Well, I've worked with developers that are just utter hackers and they create coding mess, and I've worked with developers who are so incredibly structured and their coding is so elegant and broken down into pieces that it's just wonderful to work with. Paulie has gifted a sub to V-Star and has now hit 100 gifted subs. Oh my god, chat. Paulie's gifted 100 subs in this channel. What a star. Welcome, V-Star. Please don't forget to thank Paulie, guys, if you gifted a sub to you. 100 subs, Paulie, my man. Golden Chaos, love your stream. 2 months. Thank you, bro.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Chief Inspector Tony. Dude, what's going on there? What's with the threats, man? That doesn't belong in this channel. Not appreciated, bro. Golden Chaos have done, and Mom Squirrel's cheating again. Thank you for 4 months. That kind of behavior gets you reported to Twitch, you know. Thank you, Johnny. This is a roundabout. This is. What do you want it to be, Baz? What colour do you want, bro? Aren't that many colours left? You're about to start uni in September doing networking solutions and cybersecurity. You see, that's something that has a future. That will always have a future. What they call evergreen work. That's like more or less recession-proof, that kind of work. Like, development projects are largely driven by good times. When there's money, projects get done, you know, new startups, projects, all that kind of thing. And then the moment the market crashes, development projects get stopped, they get canned, they get frozen, paused until things are better again. But there's certain things that are just constant. And cybersecurity, networking, they're kind of infrastructure type stuff. And, you know, hackers are never going to go away. Security is always going to be needed. So you'll never get like super salaries unless you're an amazing cybersecurity guy, but you'll definitely have work. Tommy, you need to understand that your Twitch chat, like, nobody can control the colours of names in your Twitch chat. So, what you see is going to be different to what everybody else sees. But on screen, I can control that.
Aye.
Thank you, Paulie. I'll check it out shortly. Blimey. Captain Flint, biggest GG to Paulie, indeed. I think he deserves a special chat colour for the immense support, both truck skins and gift subs. I think you're probably right, Captain Flint. Do you want a special colour, Paulie? Bullet Scope, what type of development? I did web development for half a year, which is pretty easy depending on customer. It was mostly what they call intranet stuff, so internal business systems mostly. So it started as client-server work, and then ended up as kind of web server work, because that's the way everything... You know, I went from writing desktop applications that were client-server to multi-tier stuff with a desktop app, and then desktop apps started to go out of fashion as the internet kicked off, so everybody wanted everything to run in a browser. So you start building web front ends for them, but otherwise they talk to back-end systems. No, you can't choose the colour, Westy. Basically, the purple colour is the special colour. No, not content management systems. Like, I've written everything from like scheduling systems to invoicing systems, stock control. I literally fall on the brakes there and nothing was happening. Data input, controls. Where's my braking force? Honestly, I was full on the brakes and nothing was happening. Let's get a bit more oomph. Noob! It is. It's my first time playing ETS Cubane. Is this your first time in my stream?
Happy anniversary.
I don't know, Buzzabrush. I mean, at the end of the day, you never learn to, you know, you don't forget how to be a coder. But what you forget is, if you don't use a language for a while, you start to, you know, lose exact syntax, which quickly comes back. What you do lose track of is the APIs. It's always the APIs. They're always evolving, and you forget them. You forget the calls to make and stuff, and you have to go and look up code, so everything slows down until you get back up to speed. Oh, you're on about Euro Truck Ferret, yeah. It seems like a good game. COBOL, blimey. COBOL. Common business-oriented language. Brakes! Flippin' heck. Yeah, Fortran is the really old one. People start used to code in Fortran, you're like, what? Get out of here. Henry, thank you for 25 months. Awesome to be following since December 2014, supporting for 2 years. Pleasure to be in the community with amazing mods. Love and hugs. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, bro. Jamie's in there with 22. Good evening, all. Been a while since I watched live. Hopefully get more time next week as I'm out tramping in the truck for the first time. Keep up the great work. Have a good one, Jamie. You little tramper. Guys, the troll bus is in town. Finbar, welcome back.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Bring it on, you're giving the mods something to do. I love it. Bullets go. We did that one. Did I miss anybody? No. Captain Flint's biggest GG. We did. I'm just checking I haven't missed anybody out. Always good to watch a streamer always good to watch a great streamer and crew. Thank you, Finbar.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
You can tell the kids are on holiday, can't you? Volvo fan, thank you for 44 months. Salon Wolf, welcome to the Net House, sir. Can we give Salon Wolf a lovely nutty welcome?
Welcome to the Nut House.
Low-level API design with HDL is easier now. Fair enough. Ferret, how did you like No Man's Sky? Because I saw you trying it. How did you get on? We're doing deep, Presley. Phoenix, have a good one. Well, it's not the bad time yet, Jules, is it? That's the thing. They're just having the milk and cookies right now. Sat on Twitch going, eh. It's control some streamers. That's what they're doing. Yeah, you should come to Insomnia, El Pegiato. Had some fun with the new next update, but there's so much more to do. Sadly, I got greedy and paid the price. Permadeath makes it more interesting. Yeah, I saw you were playing Permadeath, and I thought to myself, it's a mistake. And the reason I thought that is the game has things in it which will just kill you, particularly like the AI fighters and stuff. You're gonna end up in a situation without even it being your fault where you'll die. It's gonna happen at some point. And then the pain of permadeath kicks in. I've done a few times, and a lot of it was me just not... I think at one point I started playing the game, I picked up a white orb off the ground, started getting attacked, flew off, got chased with ships and got shot out the sky. I was like, what? You tell him since weeks, Paul, but he struggles against going. Yeah, fair enough. He doesn't want to go. Yeah, gravity balls. Gravitino balls or whatever they're called. It's the same with Subnautica. Like, I died once or twice in that, and it was not my fault. A couple of times, those warper dudes ripped me out of my prawn suit, which is fine, because that's what they do. And then I couldn't get back into some, like, weird glitch. I couldn't get back in time. And another time, I loaded the game and just fell through the sub. Fell straight through, hit the ground and died. Attempted to do an honest man run when I start up. If I do something stupid, delete the save. If there was a major update, would you choose between incorporating BDF tandems or ownership of trailers? Well, ownership of trailers is coming. It's going to be coming, isn't it? 132. I need to record some supercars. Captain Flint, Paulie said he'd like a rainbow colour, but purple will do. We don't do rainbow. How do you spell his name again? Like P-A-U-L-Y, Paulie's underscore custom underscore skins. I think that's him. Yeah, that's him, I think. Assuming I've got the right name, Paulie, if you say something in chat, it should appear on the screen in a special colour. And that is a well-deserved special colour. That didn't work, did it? How long does it take to work? There you go. Now it's purple. No, not on the screen. On the screen, Paulie. It's purple. I can't control what's on your screen.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Innova, half a year silver nut hype. Thank you, Innova.
Ay, 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 ay.
What's a killer? Finally got my driving license, got it with first try. Nice. One more nutter on the roads. Ram Zombie, I won't be playing farming again until Farm Sim 19 comes out, at which point I will try it. And we'll see how we get on with it. But I'm not promising any Farm Sim Thursdays or permanent thing in the slot at the moment. Those lights are a bit rubbish. You're gonna get a truck license in February. See, I'd kind of like to get my truck license, but I don't really have any plan to use it, whereas... So I'm putting my money into flying because I have a plan to use that. Well, I'd like to get a truck license at some point, but I don't see it happening. Hey Ferret, did you know that they're doing a TwitchCon in Europe next year? I don't know if they're going to do it as well as a US one, or instead of. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, we don't know where it is in Europe. It's not been announced. $17. You can drive on the road when you're 17 in the UK. I don't think it'll be in London, Connor. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love it if it was. But I kind of feel like they'll stick it in Germany. Jefferson.
Oh, yeah.
You mean a motorbike? Motorbiking is not for everybody. You need a lot of awareness around you on the road when you're on a motorbike. Like with car drivers, half of them are asleep at the wheel. And I'm not joking. But with a motorbike, you can never be asleep at the wheel. Like, you've always got to be alert. Because if anything hits you, potentially it can cause serious damage to you. So unless you're that kind of person that can just stay alert for the whole thing, don't even think about a bike. Vaughn, more evidence of the incredible ETS AI we've all grown to love. You said it, Vaughn. No, Doll's not been in yet. What's my opinion on what? They should focus on graphics now and then multiplayer. Nick, I think they should listen to the community. That's what I think they should do. I mean, I think, let's be fair about it. They are listening to the community. But progress is not as quick as people would like. Trailer ownership has been asked for years and years. Moving to like DX12, we know the working on it in quotes, but how long is it going to take? I don't know. And as for the MP, again, we know they're working on it. Yeah, exactly, Niall. That's exactly right. If there were no vehicles on the road apart from you on a motorbike, you'd be pretty safe. But that's not how it is. There are a lot of idiots on the road. Really? When you say split traffic, do you mean like go down the side of it or in between stuff? It's weird, like here, Ferret, it's mostly about circumstances. Like, for example, if there's traffic lights on red and there's a whole load of parked traffic waiting, the motorbikes go down the side of it, and so do the scooters and the cyclists and all the rest of it. They'll just go in between. And that's fine, nobody's got a problem with that. But if you're on a motorway and you start, you know, everybody's going down the motorway and you start tearing it up in between, you're going to get pulled over. Honestly, the brakes are cheese. This is insane. This truck has no brakes. Yeah, so are you talking about, Ferret, doing that when the traffic is stationary or when the traffic is moving? Brakes cost extra. Did I not spend the money on that? I find that a bit weird, Barrett, in California.
Oh, yeah.
One of the reasons to have a motorbike is the freedom to be able to cut through traffic jams, and they make that illegal. That's ridiculous. Globetroller, someone oiled up your brake drums. Here's 1,000 bits as compensation. Thank you very much, Globetroller. Appreciate that, sir. Thank you. I don't know what's going on, but I hit the brakes full on, and not a lot happens.
Welcome back, Nata.
I think so, Wyland. They're very strange laws in California. It's like the gun laws in California are super strict, and they're right next to Nevada, where they're super not. It's the idea that you can cross the border and just have such a huge difference whilst being in the same country. Yeah, Bandits, riding a bike is really enjoyable. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain how enjoyable it is. It's just complete freedom, you know? And you feel everything in the environment. You feel the temperature. You feel the rain. You feel the sun. You feel the weather. It's just like being outside, except you're moving quite quickly. Whereas in a car, you're just in this bubble. Meditia, welcome back. In Arizona, you can ride a bike without a helmet. Well, that's probably to do with the heat and temperatures, but I would personally never ride a bike without a helmet. Not ever. In the UK, most people don't even ride a cycle without, you know, a bicycle without a helmet. Because head injuries are a big thing. Like, a real big problem. Shelby, thank you for 42 months. I don't have a bike now, no. I have no use for one. I always wanted to go on a big road trip. The biggest one I ever did was around the UK. About 3,500 miles, I think it was, or was it 4.5? I can't remember. But I've always wanted to go, like, Europe, kind of motorcycle holiday. No, it's not Kingston. Can you give me a link to that law, Kingstar? Because I've never heard of it. When did that come in? Flight training. Nick Rogers, fly. Everything is expensive in flying. Mate, you know, be under no illusions. There's no cheap way to learn to fly. Baker, welcome back. Mongol rally. I don't know if I'd want to participate in that. Kingstar, are you talking about a motorcycle helmet now? You've had to wear a motorcycle helmet in the UK for decades. I thought you were talking about a bicycle. We were talking about a bicycle when you said that. I was talking about people wearing bicycle helmets in the UK, not motorcycle helmets.